Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hollow Knight 1v1 Lockout tournament. Today we have AbsolutelyAsh versus Meatbag. It's going to be commentated by myself, Palm, and Methulu.
Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I believe I have their colors backwards, so I'm just going to fix that really quick here. Meatbag is blue and AbsolutelyAsh is pink.
Yeah, that's what it is on the bingo board.
There we go, now it's fixed.
Oh, that was quick. They should be going in just a second here. This should be actually a really good race. I think these two will be super close. On the voting, we were talking about it before, the voting on the 5 to 5% in favor of Meatbag, but it shouldn't be anywhere near that. It should be very close, I think.
Yeah. Apparently it's got an infinite load at the beginning. We might want to
start. All right.
Restart here. Let's bring Meatbag.
Yeah. I love Hollow Knight, dude. Alright, well...
Hopefully he doesn't get a check before he sees the...
Oh wait, just do this. Spam that crap.
Infinite load into King's Pass is pretty rough.
See, this is the nice thing about having the board. Yeah, Ash is just going to start the game. The nice thing about having a board here is you can just color it in some other color, which is also why I don't go in Spectator. And then hopefully Meatbag will notice that and think that something's wrong. We can make an X too. There we go.
There we go.
Well, yeah, if it's not an X, he won't know what to do. He'll be trying to work it out. I already have...
Meatbag has stopped. I think he...
Alright, he stopped. Well, I was having fun. We're just gonna wait for Ash to restart here. I think we can keep the same board because I don't think Meatbag got Fury. He got really close to it, but I don't think he actually checked it.
He almost had it, but didn't quite get there.
He almost made it. Okay, so he's at the start. So I'm just gonna ask Meatbag, can you both get back on starting screen? We'll do the countdown again, same seat. That's agreeable to both of them. I think that's the easiest way to go about it. We'll just be a little delayed. Hopefully whoever's timer we're pulling from, I don't know if that's Ash's or Meatbag's timer, but they can restart that.
Yep. Yeah, we can just have both of them restart the timer before we begin here. And yeah, the streams are also delayed, so it's good to have the board delay and the stream delay. Meatbag actually stopped probably about a good 30 seconds before we saw it here.
Yeah, there's delays all over the place. SpeedGaming works it out. I don't know. I just commentate and mark the board and hope things work out. And usually they do in terms of timing.
Yeah, they're both appropriately delayed now, so that when we see the runners complete a goal is about when we'll see them mark it.
And Ash is loading back in now, so we should be able to count down pretty soon. I'll just ask Ash, let us know when you're good to go. I can type, I swear. That's a slow loading bar from Ash. It's chugging.
That computer's doing the best work that it can. Hopefully we'll be able to actually load in. We should be getting underway in just a minute here. Looks like Ash and Meatbag are both ready to go.
You want to count them down then?
Sure.
And we'll do it again. And hopefully Ash doesn't get an infinite load. I'll be sad.
Yeah, if we get one more infinite load, that would be quite unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know. I've rarely seen an infinite load at the very start, right? I don't remember ever
seeing that. Really unfortunate. It does happen sometimes, especially loading into the final boss fight.
Yeah. That's the place where it always happens, loading into THK, which thankfully, because this is a lockout and not a blackout, we never have to fight THK. There's no goals that relate to killing THK or killing Radiance or beating the game or whatever, so that doesn't make too much of a difference, but you still can get, apparently, these infinite loads at the very start.
Yep, just a slightly unfortunate side effect of some of this, but hopefully this time it'll be smooth sailing. Looks like they're both starting.
The same time start, too. You love to see it.
Absolutely wonderful.
I'm scared Ash is still black screen. So
No, that's still loading. All right, we're in. We're good. It's all okay.
it wasn't infinite. Ash just has a severe disadvantage. I mean, not severe. It's pretty minimal, all things considered, to be honest. Still
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. I wonder if the load normalizer doesn't extend the initial load into King's Pass. It's quite possible.
Or even if it does, it definitely doesn't extend it to that length. Like,
Right.
Ash was waiting for a while for that load. Hopefully not all our loads are like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna look at the board here. We have 2 tablets in Mantis Village. That can be pretty quick. Ancient Base and Lore Tablet, and False Knight Moloch.
Yeah, False Knight Moloch, we might see one or both of the runners go for early. That's available to them right at the start of the game. There's a number of very late game goals here as well. Probably most notably Nightmare King Grim. That's a tiebreaker goal. We probably won't see either runner start to go for that until we get very close to 13 goals apiece.
Yeah, and Ash is gonna skip Fury here, presumably for the False Knight Moloch rush. So we'll see what Meatbag gets.
Oh, Vengeful Spirit.
That's bad for Ash, because Meatbag can probably still win False Knight Moloch now. That damage means a lot more than the little bit of time you save by skipping Fury.
Yep, especially because Ash is still stopping and checking the shops here. Finds Isma's Tier. That can be helpful. That gives early access into the fungal waste, which can be useful. But we'll see if Ash still goes for the False Knight Moloch goal after skipping Fury. Every time we skip Fury, it seems to be something extremely useful. So.
Yeah, it has to be. And Meatbag not getting Ismas. With Ismas, Ash can actually go toward the Mantis Village tablets. With Explosion Pogo, you can get to both of those.
Yeah, that's a good point. That goal is already available. Ash is stopping to check grubs as well, so I don't think she's actually going to be rushing this False Knight Moloch goal. We'll see if Meatbag does.
Was QG on here, or was it Queen Station? Or am I just completely crazy?
Yeah,
Queen's Garden,
Queen's Garden is on the board. How many grubs was that?
7. So it's 7 grubs for a goal. There are like 3 goals in Logic now. You can get 7 grubs with Ismas. You can get False Knight Moloch will almost certainly be Meatbags because he has VS and he's going to Moloch, and Ash doesn't even care about Moloch anymore.
Yep. Yeah, looks like Ash is not at all worried about that goal and has more or less conceded it to Meatbag.
Yeah, a little bit surprising if you're going to concede that goal that you skip Fury. I don't know. It's weird to me that you'd skip Fury but still check grubs and not go for False Knight Moloch, but I think it could work out for her pretty well with the Mantis Village tablets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she has already found some early progression. We'll see what she decides to do with it. She still might head and check some of these other early crossroads checks like False Knight, even if she's not going for the gold, but we'll see.
Yeah, what would be terrible for her is if Moloch's something. You really don't want to see that if you're Ash right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, presumably once Meatbag marks that goal, Ash will never go back to do Moloch, so...
Oh, I was so happy. Oh, yeah. Ash is going to Fungal. I really like this from Ash.
I agree, yeah. Make use of that early movement that you found and just go rush Fungal. You can get to, as Palm has mentioned, the 2 Mantis Village tablets. And a lot of checks.
I like this from both runners, because if you're going to go towards something, you should commit to it. And Meatbag is, like, very much committing. He found VS, and he's like, alright, I'm doing False Knight Moloch. And Ash found Ismas and said, alright, I'm going to go either toward grubs or toward these lore tablets. Either way, it looks like she's committing toward a goal instead of just doing the kind of mindless kill False Knight, check shops thing that you see a lot of the time.
Yep. Yeah, and I like this a lot, getting the grub on the way as well. She knows that 7 grubs is a goal, and Meatbag has not checked grubs yet, so...
Damage boost?
Oh, nice damage boost.
Okay, she's fine. I got scared. I didn't know that would respawn her.
World Sense. Not on the board, unfortunately.
Hit the spikes. Yeah, there you go. I swear, trying to get out of that, like, the right way, like, jumping out of that little vertical room, you'll always get hit, like, from the jellyfish into spikes anyway, so you might as well just damage tank out.
Yeah, if you try to do it the normal way, you'll take more than 1 damage, so just accept the 1 damage and get out slightly faster.
And that damage boost, when done properly off of the Lumaflies, it looks pretty easy, like you just hit them and get boosted to the left, but it's actually pretty precise both in terms of timing and how far left and right you have to be. 620 Geo. Meatbag says
And
no?
so Meatbag
What?
says, I don't want to get 620 geo for only 50 geo. I think he's really rushing this mullet goal. Had
That is
already
a
said no, and then realized after the fact.
I mean, I respect it, honestly. Like, that Geo's not going anywhere, and he's not going anywhere where the Geo would matter. Shaman at Leg Eater, by the way, and a Boulder Killer.
Ash picking up that Boulder Killer. Going down to 1 geo, that's some efficient routing there from Ash. Take the random
now-
geo at the start, pick up some random geo, and end up with exactly what you need.
Now she can't get the 620 from 50. She can't make profit.
That's true. It's okay. I don't think Ash is going there just yet anyway.
Not lore tablets? Okay, she's a little confused. I don't know where she's... I think lore tablets. That makes the most sense to me.
Maybe.
Oh,
She put on the
Uma's
Boulder
using a minion. That's why she got glowing loom. Ash is so smart.
Ah, yep. Okay.
And yeah, she benchmarked back to put it on.
Taking this path there as well. I like this. Gets there very quickly. She'll almost certainly get that goal unless Meatbag finds something like Queen Station Stag and a minion charm here.
Yeah, Uma's will be Ash's, and False Knight Moloch will be Meatbag's, unless, like, Meatbag dies here, or Ash dies here, or something happens like that.
Probably needs a death.
But Ash also has an advantage on the Mantis tablets. That's one. On the Mantis tablets and on the grubs. She actually knows the grubs when Meatbag does not. It depends what Meatbag can find, because he has a lot more checks than Ash right now. Ash just has progress toward more goals. Oh god, she's living.
This is a very dangerous goal, as you might expect. The reason that is put in place is to kill these big jellyfish with minion charms. You have basically no control over where they're going to be deflected to.
Glowing Womb, probably one of the better ones. Grimchild misses all the time, and Weaver's is, like, so unreliable.
Yeah, definitely. The only problem with Glowing Womb is that it takes all your soul, so you don't even have the chance to really heal after the fact. Oh, Howling Raids for Meatbag. And I'm seeing Trampass as well. Does Trampass also have False Knight?
Yeah, it was a False Knight, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's a big advantage for Meatbag then. He can, well, right now it's only the Resting Grounds checks. He doesn't have a way down into the right side of City from there without dive, but it's still helpful. That's access to a lot more checks that he can get quickly and rates for even more damage.
Yeah, the way it looks right now is, like, Ash has the advantage on a few goals, but Meatbag has such a check advantage. Like, Ash almost certainly will eventually have to go back to Crossroads to get some of these checks, and Meatbag can catch up with them.
Yeah, and it's a little bit dangerous. If you're Ash, you could really see her justifying not ever going back for False Knight, given that she knows Meatbag's already marked that goal. So if Trampass turns out to be important, that'll be rough. Meatbag finally decides to cash in on that 50 geo for 620 geo.
And Ash has no damage for these. I'm surprised Ash isn't going right here. So Ash going left means she'll get more checks this way, but it looks like she's not going to do the Mantis Village tablets. It is worth noting the Mantis Village tablets do require Explosion Pogo. So I would assume Ash knows that, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's also unfortunate because Ash has already made her way down to Queen Station, so this is really only 2 extra checks, the Shroom Ogres check and the Spore Journal check.
Yeah.
Colette making a good point in chat there. Hive Knight is on the board, so Trampass is going to be relevant on this board, even if Resting Grounds turns out to be a bust.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And Trampass isn't duplicated at all, so like, and you 100% need it to do Hive Knight. There's no way around it. So if Ash never does False Knight, straight up, she will never get Hive Knight.
Yep. Yeah, and again, you can see Ash making the decision to not return to False Knight because she knows Meatbag's been there. If Meatbag doesn't start marking any other goals anytime soon, she'll assume he found nothing. And Trampass isn't exactly a thing that, will jump out at you as having been at False Knight.
Yeah, he didn't find Claw or anything that'll allow him to just start spam marking goals, like you said. So.
Yeah. Now Meatbag's still checking shops. He'll kind of finish up the Crossroads checks while Ash has warped to Queen Station, maybe going up into Green Path from here.
Yeah, it looks like she'll take Green Path checks. She might also try to get the grubs in green path for 7 grubs. Meatbag tried to do the air stall over to Salubra. He did 1 VS, 1 rates, and then said, nope, I'm out of here.
Yeah, kind of mixing two different ways of doing that skip together. There's a way to do it with VS, a little bit tough. You have to do several turnarounds, I believe. With rates, the timing is very precise, but all you have to do is press rates at the right time. It's still very tight. Meatbag decides not to try it after the 1 attempt.
Yeah, and I'm sure he didn't mean to do 1 VS and 1 rates. He was probably just holding the stick like at a weird angle and moved it slightly so it did one of one of the other.
Yeah, it makes sense. He probably tried to do the rates and the first one was just accidentally a VS.
Yeah. Well, he turned around for it, didn't? Maybe he didn't. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, who knows? Either way, he's gonna take the tram pass now into resting ground, so we'll get to see another few checks there. There's 3 that are quickly accessible, and then all of the ones at Essence. They don't currently have access to any Essence because they don't have a Dream Nail, but that can change in really an instant, so we'll see if anything good is there.
Yeah, Dream Nail's kind of a funny way to check things, because you can see, like, whatever it is, 8 items or something, but you can get none of them, and some of them might be really, really far out of reach, like, in terms of time it takes to get them.
Yep, yeah. We might see Meatbag not even bother to check the Essence because of that. When you don't even have a Dream Nail, finding out that, Mantis Claws at 700 Essence isn't particularly helpful.
Yeah, I agree. The only, I like skipping Essence, and I don't look at Essence until I have a Dream Nail, but the only way that it could be helpful is if it's something like Claw at 50, then how much did that thing just curve out to Ash, by the way?
That was a homing laser from that acid. Or not even an acid, I don't know what it was.
She has to poke it this way. So she is going grubs.
I like that from Ash, that's a free goal.
Yeah, it'll give her QG, and Meatbag doesn't even know that QG stack is behind grubs. I'm surprised she only gets 1 grub there. I would think if you go to that part of Green Path, you're going to get the one in the next room over, but she might have 7 routed out.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, between Green Path, Fungal, and Crossroads, there's, I think, 10 total grubs that she can get with what she has right now.
Yeah, she can certainly get enough. It's just how she decides to go about it, because some are much quicker than others.
Yep.
And what I was saying earlier with Dream Now is, it's only... What did Meatbag just do?
Yeah, the Seer wasn't spawning for Meatbag, so he hopped around for a minute and then just jumped off the platform. Hopefully, Seer will play nicer this time? Doesn't quite look like it.
Is this a pause?
That's
a really rough quit from Meatbag.
Oh, he's gonna just warp out. So this happens sometimes. Sometimes if you fall off the platform once, the Seer won't spawn again sometimes. But if you fall off again, it basically acts as a warp back in. So I don't know how many times Meatbag fell off. If it was 2 and it didn't work, I can understand warping, but hopefully he'll be able to fix it this time.
Yeah, that's really important. That's a long walk back.
Yep. It turns a long check into an even longer check, unfortunately for him.
And for people watching, or potentially racers watching, the reason that we fall off the platform in any percent is because it stops the in-game timer. Or not the in-game timer, the loadless timer. So it's kind of timer manipulation. It gives you a slightly faster time overall. But for races or anything you're doing real time, and Meatbag does get the platforms now, there's really no reason to fall off that. You can just wait for them off the spawn, it'll be faster real time.
Yep. Yeah, it's a speedrunning trick only because of the loadless timer that we use for the speedruns.
So Ash is gonna go toward VK. Unlike Meatbag, she's pretty poor. She only has 119, so she might kill VK. She has no spells, though.
Yeah, this will be a bit of a slow fight.
Yeah.
Again, unfortunate. It's unlikely that Ash will return for the 2 spells that Meatbag has found. Oh, what was that?
Cloak.
Oh man, that's really big.
Yeah, that helps. So what are these? 1,000,000 essence for dive. It's like 800 for dive.
Oh no.
Market Pride.
Stagnus Stag. It could be useful. Okay, so basically not a whole lot of stuff at Essence. We probably won't see Meatbag trying to go for Essence even after he gets Dream Nail, but at least now he knows.
Yeah, it's unlikely to be progression too. It always could.
SpeedGaming as well.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay, so Meatbag with a huge movement advantage now. You gotta hope that Ash finds something up here in the north part of Green Path to kind of even that out, because again, she's probably not gonna head there for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a long way away from her now, because again, she doesn't have Tramp Pass and she's unlikely to do False Night. She could find a couple things here, or even at the QG stag that she's working toward. Never mind.
It's Dirtmouth Stag. Not
Oh,
the
they
most
checked
cool when you
that?
start in King's Pass.
Have they checked her?
Yeah, Meatbag did. I don't think Ash
Oh,
did.
okay.
I don't think anything was there, though.
I got excited.
It will probably remind... Well, maybe not. Okay, she's
there's-
working the Leg Eater, presumably to buy Shaman, which was... Yeah, that's a goal on the board. Wait. Did Meatbag find another dash at Salubra?
His tracker log just says cloak, right? Oh, he has Shade Cloak.
Salubra had-
Where the heck
Oh,
was
man.
Shade Cloak?
I think it was at Salubra. Oh, that's
Oh.
really unfortunate. Okay, yeah, so Ash, probably not going to find the progression here. She does go to check Dirtmouth Stag. Finding that Dirtmouth Stag reminded her that this is a thing. In the most recent version of the randomizer, this was added. Dirtmouth Stag and the Stagnus Stag are now randomized items. Both the runners have agreed to race on this version. This is not the version that's currently on the mod installer, but a more recent version that'll be added after this round of the tournament.
Do you have the tracker open, by the way, or should I open it up?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right, we're at 2-2 now, right? Yep.
We are indeed. This check not in logic from Ash. You generally need vertical to get up here, so either wings or claw, but it's something you can skip even at the very beginning with no movement at all, which Ash basically has no movement. She only has Ismas here. You can get to the Smash Shard.
And Ash probably alerted now that Meatbag has found Shade Cloak and marked that goal, that she's been missing something. Little does she know, Meatbag found those basically back-to-back. Finding a white fragment there, not particularly helpful on... Oh, actually it is useful. There is a check Void Heart goal on the board, so that requires 2 white fragments to actually get access to Void Heart.
Yeah, Meatbag's gonna follow Ash a little bit here, which is good for Ash because she knows that Meatbag isn't gonna find anything. The scary part is Meatbag's gonna be able to check the Acid Relic below Thorns and Thorns itself in Green Path, and if that's something, Ash isn't gonna come back there for a while. Like, she's still kind of far away from Dash as is.
Yep, absolutely.
And Meatbag's gonna finally steal these Mantis Village tablets, I assume. That's why he's going to the right. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you find something to the right, that's, again, really unfortunate. Ash getting that 620 Geo. Could have used it a bit earlier. She did a bit of Geo farming, but at least didn't have to go too far out of her way to get it.
I like this for Meatbag, though. He finds Dash. He checks Salubra, because checking shop is almost always good. You saw Ash get a goal out of it. And then immediately goes toward the easiest goal he can get in the 2 Mantis Village lore tablets.
Yep. Yeah, and he gets a couple of checks here for pretty much free as well. Actually, checks that we haven't seen from Ash either.
Yep. Yeah, they're gonna... It's gonna just be... No, it's gonna be Dash Master and Claw, because Meatbag has Dash. This is more or less the vanilla way that you're supposed to get into Fungal Wastes. You're only supposed to have Dash, not Shade Cloak, but there's no Shade Gates in here, so it really doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
I don't think you can read the lore tablet this way. I think you need to do Explosion Pogo without vertical.
It's possible to do it with the Mantis Pogo, but it's a lot worse than the Explosion Pogo. I'm not sure if Meatbag is going to get the checks and then come back for it. I mean, he does need this lore tablet over here, so maybe he'll just get this.
True. Yeah, the thing is you can get the lore tablet in the village itself, like the Explosion Pogo one, and then come back to here. This way he'd have to go all the way back around for Explosion Pogo, unless, like you say, he does the Mantis Pogo. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, it's not a good time, because you have to lure the Mantis into the vertical section, and Mantis AI doesn't like to play nice with that.
Ash with a hard read not to do False Night and instead to go to Salubra, by the way, which requires a Shade Skip and takes some time, but she will find Dash.
Yeah, this will really pay off for Ash. Ash, like, really gambling by not actually going to False Night, but again, finding that dash there is going to be really big for her.
Yep, and she knows that Meatbag marked Shade Cloak a little bit after False Knight Malik, so it's probably not right at False Knight.
Yeah.
This is like a really good read from Ash. I would like to see a little more grubs from her. If you're going to commit to just 7 grubs, like, and you already have Marine Path access, it's not too hard. Okay, she makes it.
Yep. Yeah, that was a little bit close, but she gets it, and she'll get her dash.
Alright, Meatbag. Show me how you're supposed to get to this lore tablet, for I do not know. And Ash also knows that there's another cloak around here somewhere, but it's really not worth her time to try and find it. Shade Cloak actually doesn't give her too much right now. She already has Ismas.
Yeah, if I'm Ash, I just decide to go and do some other checks that are now available to me, like Thorns of Agony and the Acid Bridge Relic that she couldn't get.
Alright, how does Meatbag get the lore tab? I think he's not gonna until he gets vertical. I wonder if he doesn't know that you can do Explosion Pogo for it, or if he just realized he missed Explosion Pogo and he said, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's possible. Oh, she got Acid Bridge. Okay, that's right. She had Isthmus when she came.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's just Thorns that Meatbag could get. He's finally gonna check grubs. Ash is finally going toward grubs, so this could pay out for Ash really well, actually. Because Meatbag's gonna see 7 grubs as a goal, probably rush it, but Ash is already at 4, and it looks like she has dash, she has everything she wants, she's gonna go for her 7.
Yeah, I like that from Ash. Get the goal that you've already made some progress toward now that you feel that you've reasonably caught up in progression. Of course, she still doesn't know about the missing tram pass, but really there's no way to know about that.
Yeah, I like the routing for both runners. It's been goal-focused routing, and then Ash made a nice read on where dash was. Meatbag made nice plays, got them nice checks early. Like, this is the... I don't want to call it the losers bracket. They're both 0-1 in the tournament so far. It is a Swiss tournament, so it doesn't matter too much, but like they both lost their first games, which is surprising that one of them is going to have to go 0-2 here.
Yep. Yeah, luckily with the Swiss pairing that we're doing for this tournament, every time you lose a game, your next game will, on average, get easier, and every time you win, it'll get harder. So we'll get better matches as time goes on, better matchups. And yeah, it should only get better and kind of even out. If you start out 0-2, that doesn't mean you're terrible at randomizer. It just means that you might have had some bad pairings or bad seeds.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the case for these two, to be honest. Like, I don't know, they're pretty good for one of them to have to go 0-2.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Ash has 6, and she's going to get the 7th right here. I don't know if Meatbag's even... He has 1 grub. It looks like he might start towards 7, but he's not going to end up wasting too much time, because Ash should mark this QG goal in like 30 seconds or so.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's probably smart for Meatbag to kind of ignore that. For now, you figure Ash has already checked grubs because you know that she didn't follow the same progression as you with False Knight into dash.
Well, yeah, but you also know that she went toward... Like, you're almost certain that she got Ismas, because Ash marked the 3 Umas super quick, and you saw a glowing Uma Leg Eater, so you kind of know where Ash went. I think it's reasonable to assume that Ash skipped grubs, but again, it's going to work out for Meatbag to not start collecting grubs.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten Ismas yet, because he has, like, 1,200 is enough money where you can afford, like, a 200 Ismas.
Yeah, it's not like he's seen all the shops, so there's nothing really to save the money for at the moment.
Oh my god.
Wow. That is really, really, really huge.
Oh, you don't hold that? Ash, you have to hold that.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, so obtain Mantis Claw being on the board tells Meatbag immediately where it was, which is Queen's Garden. In Lockout, you're allowed to not mark the goal when you first get it. And in this case, she knows Meatbag hasn't been to Queen's Garden, obviously. Definitely makes sense. Yeah, definitely makes sense to not mark that one right away.
Yeah, I think if you hold that, Meatbag is in so much trouble. Because if you hold that, Meatbag's never going to go to QG, and that's almost certainly intended progression here. I mean, either way, Ash is going to have a 4-2 lead and a Claw lead. And Meatbag still needs 5 more grubs.
Yep. Yeah, but you'll notice Meatbag immediately getting that second grub there. He knows exactly what
yeah, he knows. All grubs QG is a thing. They have C-Dash? Only Meatbag has C-Dash, right? I don't think Ash does.
Yeah, C-Dash was in Resting Grounds, so only Meatbag has it.
So Ash cannot get to the last grub here. Well, I think he can with air. She'd need like something else.
I think.
I don't think
yeah,
you can.
No, you need like
Oh,
wings.
that would work. You need Spell Twister if you want. Oh yeah, she needs wings anyway.
She doesn't even have any spells, so.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, I think you need wings and like Sharp Shadow would do it, but C Dash obviously the much easier option.
Yeah, and if Ash maybe tries to get the scrub, I'm not sure. Okay, she seems to know she can't get it. But at some point in this race, I'm sure we'll see why exactly you need C-Dash to get across those thorns.
Yep. Probably from Meatbag once he finds his way into Queen's Garden. Again, unfortunate. Not sure where Ash is headed now. She picked up another couple of grubs. Seems
what was 9?
heading back there.
I don't know what 9 was. You gotta check well.
Must be something else at grubs.
Sure, we'll take it.
Not what she was going for.
Ash has a lot of checks too. Strength of 3, sure.
Strength is good.
Seal, sure. What? No?
Doesn't even
What?
take it.
Oh, the Arcane the goal.
That's a goal.
Ash is so smart.
Much smarter than us, that's for sure. So very quick goal lead for Ash, up to 5 goals.
And you can see her.
Not buying Isma's, going for this air stall acid bridge check.
Okay, he's fine. He killed it, but he has enough.
There we go, he's good. He gets this mask shard.
If you're Ash now, what do you do? Because you have Claw, and you kind of know you have the Claw lead too. I like these quick checks she's doing, actually.
Yeah, I think you do quick Claw checks. Are there any immediate goals with Claw that you can go for?
You could do 3 Lore Tablets Archives if you want it. You could do Mantis Village Lore Tablets so quick.
Oh, yeah. Mantis Village Lore Tablets is definitely the quickest. And that might be what Ash is heading for.
Basin, if you want to Shade Skip into King's Station, you could read the Lore Tablet in Basin. That's not the quickest, but it gives you a lot of checks and a lot of map access along with it.
Yep. Yeah, and at this point, you need a lot of checks, and you need to try to extend that lead as soon as you can.
Yeah, she has no spells, but Umu and the 3 Lore Tablets and Archives are both there, and she has very much access. And Meatbag's gonna get Isma's here.
Yeah, Ash actually heading over to get this grub and the Spore Shroom check. Missing the grub, unfortunately. I don't think there's really anything else at grubs, so I'm not quite sure that she needs that grub, but it's a good grub. We like to see it saved.
Grubs have given her so much, she's just returning the favor.
That's fair, yeah.
Deep Nest here. Where are we going? I guess this is... Yeah, I don't know why we're going this way, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't see any goals in particular for Deep Nest. Maybe Ash just really wants to head to Deep Nest.
And she doesn't have Tramp. If she had Trampass, I could see it, because this is a pretty easy way to Basin as well. And again, there's that Basin Lore Tablet. But she doesn't. And I don't think she has any clue that, like, it's at False Night. It's not like she's doing this assuming she'll get it soon. Okay, she's gonna quit out, which I actually like.
Yeah, I agree. I think she realized that Mantis Village Lore Tablets is on the board and is heading for those now. Or back to the Gator all of a sudden. Or maybe to Umu. No, yeah, she's going for those. Umu with no spells, no Dream Nail, and Nail 0 is not a fun time. I don't blame either runner for not going for that, even though Meatbag, of course, currently doesn't have Claw, so he doesn't have access to that, but he will once he saves a few more grubs.
I mean, he has Isma's, so he has access to Umu. I just don't know if he remembers that Isma's set a Zelda, because he's gone past Dirtmouth like 26 times since then.
That is true, and he has plenty of money for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess he's
particular. So, yeah, but you know, again, he's seen all the shops. He's gotten pretty much everything that he needed. He'll get more money from grubs in a minute.
Yeah, that's true. And again, I like this for me. I think if you're Meatbag right now, you literally just rush 7 grubs, because it's like very obvious for Claws. Or Ash made a really big brain play and had Claw for a while and then marked those 2 together, which would be so mean.
That would be an actually incredible play if you were Ash.
Grub Song's a goal. Yep, she'll mark it.
Yeah, so Ash getting out to a very quick lead. We'll see if Meatbag can catch back up once he gets Claw, but getting all these goals knocked out right away is going to help her a lot.
Yep. And Ash got a little bit bailed out there too, because if that wasn't Claw, she would have had to just start rechecking the places Meatbag went. Like, that was her last thing she was getting for a
Yeah,
while.
absolutely. And it looked like progression really was through the tram pass into Resting Grounds, and then all of a sudden, it just turns out you needed 7 grubs for Queen's Gardens.
Yeah. And this should be the lore tablets. I think she's only read one. I don't know if she knows where the other one is. It looks like she doesn't.
Yeah, I think she might just not know the locations. Which one did she read? The one on the way in or the one in this room?
The one Meatbag has not read, the one in this room.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so she definitely just doesn't know where the other one is. It's kind of unintuitive. It's not in the Mantis Village at all.
Yeah.
So maybe she'll pull up good old trusty Google to figure out where exactly that lore tablet is. Oh, alright, we're fine. We're healing.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll be something like, if she pulls up Google, or like, if she looks it up and she sees that lore tablet exists, I don't know if she'll know that that's the Mantis Village one, because again, it's like unintuitive.
That's true, yeah. And we see her kind of heading down. I assume after some searching, one way or another, online or in-game, she'll find it.
And Meatbag going for his claw here. A good read from him. That if you mark Queen's Garden Stag and Claw, there's probably Claw at Queen's Garden Stag.
Very big brain play from Meatbag.
Oh, she's making it. She's going.
Yep, I think she does.
Yeah, there's no other reason for her to go this way. Yeah, she knows. She knew the whole time. She was just tricking us.
Yep, she was just making us think, oh, is she going to do Mantis Lords with no spells, nail 0?
Some checks we haven't seen from Meatbag here. You can go to QG this way. It's actually pretty fast, and there's a good few checks here with Ismas, which, again, he doesn't have.
I think Meatbag may have forgotten the location of Ismas.
I think he's forgotten.
Yeah, so if I'm Meatbag right now, that QG Grub Skull is pretty free. Oh, Dream Nail.
Okay. That's
Does
0.
Dream Nail get you anything? Okay, yeah, 0's on the board. I think you go do that right away. And that's
Also,
exactly what he's doing.
It's an easier Umu. Like, he has Shaman, Wraiths, Dream Nail if he wants to go for Umu now. And Sea Dash Claw is enough, even if he doesn't know where Ismas is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's 2 goals as well. You get Umu and you get the archived lore tablets.
Yeah.
Although, can you get with just Sea Dash Claw, you can still get the 3 lore tablets, right? You don't need Ismas or anything for that. Okay.
You don't. Just honestly, the hardest part for him will be getting into Fog Canyon via the skip and dirt or crossroads, but that's not too bad.
He also has Shade Cloak, so he could just go around through the Shade Gate if he doesn't know the Ismas.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hello, Greta.
Yeah, Dive was at a lot of Essence, so I don't think we'll see Meatbag go for that anytime soon. I think it was like 700 or something like that.
Yeah, especially given there's nothing here that, like, specifically would need Dive.
Right.
Like, at all, actually. Dive seems horrible for this board. Oh, Godtune? No, Godtuner's not vanilla, necessarily. I forgot. What is this Shade Skip he's doing? I don't like... He has Claw and C-Dash, so he can just get to... If he wants to check Progression Egg, he can just get there with Claw C-Dash.
Yeah, he may have just completely forgotten that he has C-Dash. C-Dash, one of the easier skills to just completely forget.
Yeah.
Oh no. Alright, he misses the Shade Skip. Is he going to set it up again? He is.
Yeah, that's tough to watch.
Yep.
But yeah, Claw C-Dash, like, you very rarely actually go to Right Side City with Claw C-Dash, because usually you'll go there with, like, either Claw Wings or a Shade Skip, like 95% of the time.
Yep. Also, yeah, Meatbag was showing 2 when he had 3 because I forgot to update it. So thank you for pointing that out. If you notice that at any other point, just let me know and I'll update it. We do have to do that manually when they get a new goal. This Shade really not behaving nicely for Meatbag.
Let's see. Ash actually could get Talk to Tuck if you want to do the Spike Tunnel.
Meatbag remembered C-Dash. You love to see
Yay.
it. He broke the Shade and C-Dash this over. This is obviously significantly easier and faster.
Oh, he could do all grubs QG, right?
Yeah, he could.
Oh, like he could do that Umu. That's already 6. Like that's back to 6-7.
Yep. Yeah, I'd like to see Meatbag rush those goals. I'm not sure why he decided not to. Hey, Twister and Sharp Shadow. Maybe Ash could do the QG grubs as well now.
She doesn't have Shade Cloak.
I know, I'm kidding. She doesn't have any spells either.
Yeah,
I'm going to the grub just to make it sad and leave. That's actually... I don't respect that decision. Like, if you're going to go up to the grub, at least free it.
I think Meatbag's going this way for probably. There's a lot of checks over here. Plus, he'll get the Ancient Basin Lore tablet. So this is fine. Like I like this. It's rushing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mash shard. Oh, Ash gets the extra mash shard.
Oh.
The awareness.
Yep. Extra mask for Ash. That's 8 goals really quick. So if you're Meatbag, you're sweating a little bit. You really want to rush some goals.
I mean, you're sweating, but at the same time, like we mentioned, like this Basin tablet's going to be his. That's 4. He really has all the priority on Umu and the lore, and the lore tablets and archives. So that would be 6.
Yep.
And then QG only he can do. So that would be 7.
Yeah,
Like,
Meatbag's still with the movement advantage. That's really going to help him out in catching up. We'll see if Ash can keep up.
And high meds only.
I did update the tracker, but it hasn't quite updated yet. Try this.
Like I don't know if I'd favor Meatbag here. Like I still think Ash is better because it's 8-3, but it's not like 8-3. You know, it's very close race because Meatbag has all the progression to do the goals.
Yep, I agree. It's a lot closer than it looks because Meatbag found that early progression that Ash was missing out on.
Yeah, and Ash still has to go back for Tram Pass, for Sea Dash, for like any spell. And yeah, straight to Basin for Meatbag. I like it.
Yeah, we might see Ash eventually do the Shade Skip into right side as well. She doesn't have Sea Dash, so she would actually need to do that. But it would give her those the Sea Dash and everything that she's missing. She knows Meatbag's been to Resting Grounds, so I'm not sure that she'll do that anytime soon, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's true with 0. It's scary though, because now you know your opponent has Dreamnail and has seen all the Dreamnail goals, or previews, and you have no idea what's there.
Yeah, that's very true.
For going 3K and the Basin Relic, which I guess I don't know if I like. Like those are 2 very quick checks, unless you think Ash is like right on your tail. The 8-3 might be freaking him out a little bit.
Exactly. I think when you're 8-3, you really want to get something else on the board, and that's probably why he kind of rushed this one a little bit.
Yeah, and you'll see him have to go back for those checks if he even decides to get the Basin Relic or 3K. I could see him not getting both. He's at least going to get 3K here, though. Nope. He's going back and forth.
He'll get the bench first, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe go check that Basin Simple Key. 100% of the time, that's progression.
No, they have Claw. It's not allowed to be now.
It's going to be Wings.
That's true. Good point. Oh, he's going.
Yeah, he's doing it. He knows.
In all seriousness though, they have they can almost full clear the map. They have everything except for Wings.
Yeah, at this point you've got enough progression. What you really want to do is start marking any gold you have access to.
Ash has no damage.
Oh boy. Yeah, this arena giving Ash a bit of trouble. Doing it with Nail 0 no spells is obviously the worst way to try to do it. But she gets through it just fine. We were worried for no reason. Deep focus, not quite the progression that we were looking for.
Still neither of them have done Umu. I mean, with Strength, I don't know how long Umu would take for Ash, but like, if you let Meatbag get it, that becomes 8-6. If you get it, it's 10-4. Like, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah,
I mean, it would take, a ton of cycles, but I think it's actually still worth it.
Yeah, it would take such a long time. Like, even if Ash started it when she could have, I don't know if she'd be done by now. Be close.
Yeah. I mean, I think, we did the math the other day. If you're hitting it with just Nail and you get, let's say, 4 hits in with the knockback that Umu has on current patch, that's not too unreasonable. I think it's about 15 cycles you got to go through. So it's a slow fight.
Okay, but... I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah.
I mean, she has Strength. And, you should probably...
Yeah, that's with Nail 0. So with Strength, it's not quite as bad.
But yeah, okay. You know what? You convinced me. I'm not doing a 15 cycle Umu. I can't count to that high. The goals end at 13 with Ulu. I don't need to go past that.
See, that's why you just don't count your cycles for Umu once you get above about 4.
Yeah, just like, it was like 4. No matter how many. You never say higher than 4. You had a 20 cycle?
4 cycle,
Yeah,
it's fine.
4 cycle. Just a lot of extras. Oh, God Tuner.
God Tuner, that's a goal. Wow, so Ash really getting off to a very quick lead here. Did she mark it? Yeah, she did.
Yeah. Meatbag's going up. I've never seen anyone enter that way. I actually didn't know you could even go that way.
I
You
didn't
can just go straight left and hit the lever, but I guess you can go up and around.
If you go up and like he didn't hit the lever, did he? Now he can't get back. I mean, I guess
yeah.
he could just warp. Like,
okay,
it's fine.
He's praying for the simple key at Rafters. I think he missed the QG grub goal. Like, I think he just doesn't realize it's there. Because with C-Dash and QG stag, that's very quick.
Yep. Yeah, and that's really all you need. Claw, C-Dash, dash gets you the goal pretty easily.
He has, like, the perfect movement for it. I don't even think you need dash, right? It's annoying without dash, but, like, there's no trick that's terribly difficult.
The only thing I'm not entirely sure about is the platforms to get up to the room with the grub at the top without dash. You can probably do it, but I'm not 100% sure that it's possible.
Oh, the one near the... I thought those platforms were after, like, on the way to Trader Lord, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong.
The grub is beyond Trader Lord, so, like, you have to pass Trader Lord to get to the grub.
Oh, the grub? The one that you have to go, like, vertically up forever for?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to go that way, because they have the QG stag, so they can just go left from there.
No, but it's above, like, it's even higher than Trader Lord. So from QG stag, you just have to keep going up, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
Which grub we're
anyway,
talking about.
Yeah, either way, certainly with dash, they could do it.
So that's a good point. This is our first Hornet check, I think, and Ash will be able to check Shape of Un after this. But yeah, really good.
I don't think so. No.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
And it looks like Meatbag's going for an all grub city.
That's a second white fragment from Meatbag, so if he gets King's Soul, that's check Void Heart right away for him. City grubs I like, but one is dive locked, so he has to find dive before he can do that.
Yeah, it's for progress toward it, and I tend to like city storms too. I think there's a lot of checks up to the left here.
Yeah, I like going to city. If you need checks, there's tons of them, and making progress toward the goal on the way makes it even stronger.
It's kind of appropriate that Meatbag has Shaman and Ash has Strength, considering Ash has no spells, and Meatbag has both of the, well, I don't know, 2 spells, I guess.
Yeah, I think Meatbag also picked up Strength, but...
Yeah, he has it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vengeful Spirit Fresh. Well, hey, now, with that Sharp Shadow Spell Twister, maybe... I'm just kidding.
Still need wings. We'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get those wings before C-Dash. I promise.
We might. Where are we going with VS? We're going this way.
Umu?
I don't know what's here, but we're going this way.
Could be doing Umu. I think she opened this path.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, she came in this way.
Yeah.
Ash is smart.
Umu's really, really strong here. That'll bring Ash to 11 goals. Now that she actually has a spell, it's much more reasonable.
Yeah, I think Ash has played super well. Like, she got the Ismas, went toward the goal she could get with Ismas, completely read where Dash was. Like, granted got lucky with Claw, but has really used it well.
Yep.
You kind of have to get lucky at some point if you're going to win these.
Yeah, it's a randomizer, so, you know, at some point one of your random checks has to pay off, and for Ash it did. The question is what you do after, and Ash has done very well to prioritize goals while she had the movement advantage. Now that Meatbag's caught up in the movement, he's still a little bit too slow because all the goals got marked. What
is Ash doing? I don't know what those empty hops were. She was role-playing Broken Vessel, I guess.
I think Ash is not entirely sure where the lore tablets are. So she's looking for them. Yeah.
This really is the lore tablet board. It's testing.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know where these tablets are either, so
That's
this
fair.
would probably be about what I'd do when I come down here for the goal.
Yeah, there's one before Umu, the one she just read. The other two are both after Umu, both to the left and the right. So this is going to be 11-4 for Ash, and that's, like, brutal.
Yeah, that's really rough if you're Meatbag.
Yeah,
So I
forgetting...
think if you're... Oh, go on.
Forgetting Isma's is, like, really costing him, I think.
Yep. I think he knew he saw it somewhere, but went back to shops and didn't see it. I guess he just didn't check his Zelda.
Yeah, that could be.
Wait, Conrad, I wasn't talking about Umu. I was talking about the QG grub. Yeah, we've got Spell Twister, we've got Sharp Shadow. We just need some wings, and then the Sea Dash won't be necessary.
This is not starting out well for Ash. Oh, she had a double. Okay. Alright.
I mean, with VS, at least it won't be a 15 cycle, so even if it takes 4, it's fine.
Oh, 4 cycle would be fine. I think she'll be, like, pretty high over 4, though.
Okay, even a 8 cycle is fine.
VS Shaman, like, hard in current patch.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to
Umu
get
has
good
a
damage.
ton of knockback.
This is coincidentally, like, other than Isma's, basically the exact same setup you have for any percent that Ash is doing, but the difference is that any percent is run on 1-2-2-1, where you can easily get a lot more hits on Umu. You see how far Umu gets hit back there.
Yeah, she got a couple good doubles there, though. Umu only has 300 health. Oh, Meatbag's going for
Meatbag.
Umu. Oh, just a bit too late. You hate to see it.
Unless Ash is at 2 HP, which is not a gimme. She has Isma's, though. So she can kind of just run around like this. She can avoid getting hit. She's close, too. It's probably like...
Double. Oh, that's it. Yep. Okay, so Ash gets it. Meatbag probably gonna leave immediately.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That is painful if you're Meatbag. And he's...
Ash
he's
just
still looking
quickly
for tablets.
changing the resolution.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
Whatever
I respect
works for you.
whatever you want to do. He's still going. Meatbag, you gotta know that Ash is gonna get these tablets before you.
Meatbag, check the board. There's no chance.
He's gonna make the read. He knows that wings are at Monomon, and he needs it.
Not quite.
Almost. Not close. They both...
Thorns about wings, you know.
There's really no relation, actually. I can't come up with anything.
They're items. That's
They're
about
both items.
closest.
Yeah, they're both checks.
Alright, if I'm Meatbag, I guess he just hasn't looked at the bingo board to notice that the skull got sniped.
Has she read either of the other two? These are things I should pay attention to.
Ash read the upper lore
Sure.
tablet.
This is 2. Or 3. I don't know if she read the one on the drop to the right.
Seems to have.
Yes, she did.
Hopefully someone in chat
No,
can
she didn't.
confirm.
She doesn't know where it is. She's exploring.
Oh. Wait, did she not mark it? I thought she marked it just now.
I can't tell.
Oh no, she didn't mark it. My bad. I'm blind. Meatbag, meanwhile, finally realizing Umu's been marked and just leaves.
Yeah, that's painful.
Alright, we're going
Alright,
on a
she's-
journey with Ash.
She's going the right way.
There it is. Nope.
No, we're close.
That's not it? We're close.
Hey.
It looks the same. There we go. That's
It
it.
really does.
There's the lore tablets. We're learning. We're learning things today.
Yeah, now if you're Meatbag, you need to get insanely lucky. You need to find like an instant simple key, then remember that grubs are on the board, then find King's Brand, then find Dive. Then you're back in it.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I think if you're Meatbag, you probably want to snipe the remaining static goals that you know you can get. Most notably the Queen's Garden grubs.
Yeah, I think that's the big one right now. I don't know how close they are to 5 charms. Once you get enough money, you can just like buy a ton of charms, which will automatically give you some charm notches, and then just pray you have enough 1-notch charms. Look, Thorns was actually a good pickup for Ash at Monomon. It's a 1-notch charm.
That's true, actually. Yeah, Ash might... Well, I guess they haven't collected a ton of charms so far, so maybe not, but...
Ash gonna get Tram Pass and C-Dash here too. I mean, she can
Yeah.
do Hive Might.
And when she gets C-Dash, she'll probably do the QG grub.
Oh
Meatbag
yeah.
getting a couple of
Rogue's-
grubs.
No,
Oh, is he
C-Dash
doing?
was... Yeah, he's gonna get the QG grubs, which is good.
Good, yeah.
Rogue's
Yeah, that's
C-Dash? C-Dash was like resting grounds?
Yeah, I think it was Stream Shield.
I don't know.
It was definitely in resting grounds.
Yeah, when this was like 8-3, it actually felt so much closer than it does now. That Umo snipe, like, that's 2 goals for Ash that would have been 2 goals for Meatbag. So that's like a 4-goal swing.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunate for Meatbag. Basically, as soon as Ash got a spell, she went straight for Umu, which I think was the right play. Maybe not having Ismas for so long was kind of making Meatbag avoid that area.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all credit to Ash. Ash just played this very well. Like, I'm impressed.
Yeah, this has been a great game from Ash. Meatbag not gonna bother with that check just now.
Yeah, I don't even think Meatbag played poorly. I think there's a couple things that he could have probably rushed earlier, but like, claw at the QG stag that your opponent rushed, like, that's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, that's rough.
Ash, go around. No, you can climb the left wall. You have claw. You hate to see it.
Muscle memory too strong.
It really is. I recently found out that you can just get Fury normally. There's the rates that Meatbag had forever. You can get Fury just by starting at King's Pass and going like to the right and immediately up through the little dark place with Claw. I never knew that. Muscle memory.
That makes sense, yeah. I didn't know that either.
Makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Again, not the kind of thing that you usually need, but...
Yeah, that's true. You have to not start there. Oh yeah, and 5... Oh wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be 5
Put on
charms.
Thorns? Ash, just put on Thorns. It would have been easier.
It's fine. She got the gold, didn't she?
Yeah, that's gonna be 12, and she can just do Hive Knight if she feels like it.
Yep.
It's I don't know where she's going actually, but it's pretty brutal.
I guess going to Cliffs, just doing some checks.
Yeah, there's checks here. Meatbag should get his grubs pretty soon. It'll be 12-5 then.
Yeah, most of the remaining goals do need checks. She doesn't have her C-Dash, she never went resting grounds. So she can't do the QG grubs. You need something else, basically. She needs a second dash or King's Brand or, you know, all those things. Hive Knight, again, is available, but kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of how close this was, like, honestly, a couple minutes ago. Because only Meatbag could do check grubs, only Meatbag could do Hive Knight, only Meatbag could do complete either ending of the Cloth quest line. If Meatbag had Umu, this would be such a different game. Oh,
Yep.
there's
And there's C-Dash.
Okay. That might bait her into doing this with Meatbag's about to finish, hopefully. He's at 2 HP.
At this Petra.
He is
Oh my
Oh, he
goodness.
lived!
Those thorns, those were inches from his face. He is fine though. Oh, he's not fine. He's very not fine. Oh no, and Ash is coming straight for it. Oh no!
She has the other
no.
two as well. She got them before she got C-Dash.
It's only this one. Oh no. Oh, Meatbag, hurry. Okay, but Palm, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you could do that without dash.
Yeah. I forgot that thing existed. For whatever reason, I thought that was like after this intersection she's coming up to, and you only had to do that for Trader Lord.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we're gonna see why this requires C-Dash. I knew we'd see it eventually.
Yep.
Alright, it's Ash's turn to get through this terrible room without wings.
This room is absolutely terrible.
Just so annoying.
It's fine.
But yeah, you don't need the C-Dash for this first dash from left to right. She'll use it anyway, because it's easy. But this one through the thorns is the one that you almost need C-Dash for.
Yeah. And without wings, this last one, you probably also need it. But to get past the other one, you need wings and some other combination of stuff.
That was weird, but okay. It works. That'll be all 13. Or all 3 and all 13.
For Ash. And I will mark them done. GG's to both. And they should be getting invites to come join us here for a little bit of post-game interview in just a minute.
Yeah. Where is this?
Hey,
Hey,
Hello.
Hello, GG to both of you.
that was insane.
Yeah, Ash, I think you played really well. Like, why did you go to like where you got your first dash at Salubra? Why did you go to Salubra at that point?
I was just going to shops because I saw he had 2 dashes, and I was like, okay, I'm missing a dash. There's probably one in shops, and
Yeah.
I might as well check Salubra, and it paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really
Yeah.
helped you. Meatbag obviously getting both of those dashes before you had
Where was the second one?
Dream Nail.
Ah,
yeah.
Ash, did you consider not marking Claw after you marked QG stag? Because we were talking about what would have happened if you held it.
by the time I thought of it,
Oh, you marked. Okay.
Understandable. Yeah, so basically as soon as you marked that, Meatbag started grinding grubs. I think
I mean, I
he
was
literally turned around
there
for-
before that, right? Like, I had seen Grubs before that, so
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't, like, focused on it. I knew there were 2 goals there for 9 Grubs, and then as soon as she marked Claw, I was like, okay, I have to focus on this right now.
Yeah, which was definitely the right play from you. Just unfortunately, in that time, Ash was able to lock you out of most of the easy claw goals and get a few checks along the way.
I mean, Grubs
The
were,
amount of
like,
luck
even
that
without
went my
the
way
Claw
was
goals, even without the Claw goals, like, Mantis Claw, or the Grubs were the 2 Grub goals, right? So that was QG Station and Arcane Egg were just there. Mantis Claw was there on the pickup, and then Spell Twister was, I assume, what you got, and not Shaman
I got
Stone?
Shaman.
You got Shaman.
You got
Meatbag,
Shaman from
Isma's-
Salubra?
Isma's,
It was from Leg Eater.
there
Oh,
was
from
Isma's
Leg Eater,
at
you're
Zelda.
right.
There was Isma's at a Zelda Meatbag.
Oh, I totally missed that.
You missed that? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
we were
didn't
wondering-
even go to Crossroads. I went straight to Leg Eater and Fog Canyon and stuff.
Yeah, and Glowing Moon was there too.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, Meatbag, did you think that you didn't have access to Umu for a while, or were you just putting that off? for
I
a
was
little
just putting it off for a little bit. I was like so far behind at that point. I'm like, okay, what should I be doing now? And then eventually I turned around and said, okay, I'm going to try and go for the 2 goals at Umu. And I guess I should have done that earlier.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
makes
locked out of that and the QG Grubs.
bit? Yeah, the QG grubs was rough. Meatbag was ahead of you and took a very, very unfortunate death in the room. Just
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and then you got it just about, probably a minute before he would have. He had C dash for quite a while. Ash, you just got your C dash in Cliff.
Yeah, I just got it. I was just looking for the second dash or C dash because I had Sharp Shadow, so I could have done that grub without C dash.
You need wings.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we were talking about that. You had Spell Twister, Sharp Shadow. You have like all the
You
fun,
had all
terrible
the fun
skips.
stuff, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, that
wings
was a good game.
necessary.
It was a really cool game to come at, like, I don't know, like 7-3 or 8-3, because Meatbag had like all the progression from like Resting Grounds and Crossroads, but Ash had all the goals. And then Ash just like sniped a few goals and found the progression stuff at Crossroads, and it became like 13-4 is like so much more drastic the scoreline than I think this deserved. That makes sense.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest swing was just that Umu, because that was 2 goals that went to Ash that could have gone to Meatbag. That's a totally different race, basically, when it both goals fall in line like that.
Mm-hmm. Like I was ready for Umu from the start. I was just waiting for a spell, and then when I got it, I just went straight there.
Yeah, I think that was a good play from you. Also, having
Yeah.
business the whole time really helped out.
I was advocating for no spell Umu, and then Meatbag's like, we labbed this and it's like a 15 cycle. Or not Meatbag, but he was like, we labbed this with a 15 cycle, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, with Strike, maybe could be, a little better, but 10 cycle movements aren't fun, so I don't blame you for waiting for a spell.
Did you not get the spell, like,
I didn't do False Snipe
Fury?
until.
You didn't do
Oh.
Fury?
Oh, I didn't check Fury.
Yeah, Fury
What?
was
That was
BS.
BS.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Meatbag had VS and rates for basically the entire seed. And you had no spells for about 80% of it. It was, yeah, one of those situations. Wasn't
Every
that kind of
time
awful?
I don't check Fury, it's something, but every time I check it, it's nothing.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
If any runner skips Fury, it's progression. Otherwise, it sucks.
Anyway, GG guys. That was a good race.
GG.
Yep. GG.
GG, everybody. Make sure that you tune in later tonight. There's another race on this exact same channel in about 2 hours. That one's going to be good. It's Hamothity versus Dao. And yeah, I
Ash is
suggest that
calming.
everybody comes back.
I'm
Yeah.
calming, yeah.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, guys. I think we're done for now.
Yep.
Take care.
See ya.